Hey, what's up, everyone? I hope you're all having a great New Year so far. Today, I just wanted to show you a few cool little exercises you could do using triad arpeggios and maybe help you get a little bit more freedom on the neck. All right, so before we do anything, it would be good to know a few different arpeggio shapes for every type of triad. So first, I'm just going to give you three shapes for every triad. First, starting with minor and major, which I'm sure some of you know these shapes already, so I'm just going to go quickly through them. And now the major triads. Now next we have the other two, which not everyone may know on the fretboard, which are the diminished and augmented triads. So these ones I'll go a little slower. Of course, an E diminished triad that has the notes E, G, and B flat in it. So starting on B flat, go to G, E, then B flat on the G string, then G, E, and this one I like to just go to this B flat on the E string, then the G, and then F on the low E if you have it. So altogether you have this. Now we go up to the next position. For this one you have this big stretch starting on the E and then going down to this B flat here. So if you can't make that, just start on the B flat. So you start in E, then you have this big stretch down to the B flat, and then we go to G, E, B flat, G, E. And then if you have a 7 string, you could reach down to the low B string, hit this B flat, then the next G, and then go back up. And then we have something like this. And the last shape is pretty easy. You just start on this G up here, go down to E, and then you skip down to the G string, hit the B flat here, then G, E, B flat, G, E. So you have this. Lastly, we have the augmented triads, which I pretty much only know two shapes for these because they're symmetrical. Now the notes of E augmented are E, G sharp, and B sharp. So first we start on the G sharp, or I'm sorry, B sharp, up here on the E string. Go down to the G sharp, and then E, B sharp, G sharp, B sharp, and we get this. If you want to continue, you can also go down the same pattern, down to the low string. And the second one I know is starting on the B string. We just started this G sharp here. Basically just play the same pattern starting from there. Now again, it's a symmetrical pattern, so as long as you know one, you just take that 4 frets above and then you get the next inversion. Or another cool thing you can do is take it up 2 frets at a time and you get a whole tone sound. So yeah, if you're trying to go really jazzy or like try to go for some super outside metal sound like Rings of Saturn or something, you can do something like that. Now one way I like to utilize all these as an exercise or a little drill that you can go through is to actually harmonize the major scale and use all the shapes within the scale. So say we're playing an E major scale. What we can do is go through each pattern and play this and harmonize the major scale horizontally across the neck. So we start on E major. Next go to F sharp minor. then a G sharp minor, then A major, B major, B or C sharp minor, and now we have D sharp diminished. And that brings us back to E. So it's a cool little drill to just go through, just to memorize where all the chords are on the scale. Of course, you could do that with all the other shapes as well. And so on. And then if you want to add that augmented triad in, you could also do it over the harmonic minor scale, which has an augmented triad. So for E harmonic minor, we would start in E minor, then F sharp diminished, then a G augmented, whoops, then A minor, then B major, C major, and then we have a D sharp diminished, and that brings us back to E minor. So yeah, I would encourage you to go through each shape and try to figure out how to harmonize the scales you know using those triad shapes. So not only is this helpful for just giving you more arpeggios to work with, but also just kind of helping you know exactly where all of them are on the neck and how to organize them into each scale. Another thing that I forgot to mention that might be helpful is to actually group them into groups of string groups of 3. Like just take, for example, you could take these bottom strings. This is a E minor triad, and just memorize the triads. Like that. That'll give you another little frame of reference, and it'll help you memorize more of the neck. Alright, that's about it today. I am planning on making another video kind of on the same topic, but talking more about extended arpeggios. So if you're interested in that, stay tuned. But otherwise, I hope you enjoyed this little lesson, and I'll catch you all later.